Hi, I'm Nick Carroll and this is the special Surf Safety Series just for you, brought to you by Surf Lifesaving New South Wales and Coastal Watch. Number one in our Surf Safety Series, fact and fiction. Who's really in danger in the surf, who isn't, and maybe what should we start thinking about trying to do about it. In this episode you'll find out who's most at risk in the water, who's most likely to die in the surf, and why it's really important to be ready to help. Oh, look at that kook! How dangerous is that? I must have heard this 100 times over the years. In fact, I'm pretty sure I've said it myself a few times. It's really the classic whinge of any experienced surfer when you see a novice, struggling with some water situation or other. The thing is, it's not true. It's not dangerous. The novice might struggle for a bit, but he or she usually gets out of the situation pretty easy. The ocean is so good. In fact, it's awesome at kicking us out when it wants to. The danger in surfing and in all water sports featuring the ocean is when we learn how to fight back. If you look at the past 2 decades in the surf, here in Australia and around the world, you'll find there's 2 categories of surfer who are most at risk in the water. And we're talking about like serious injury or death here, not just some sort of scratch from a surfboard fin or whatever. Okay, so the first category, middle-aged men. I know you wanted to hear that, didn't you? The main cause of death while surfing is heart attack. There's been 16 fatalities in the last 3 years around the world. All of them have featured men between the ages of 40 and 60. These heart attacks can occur anywhere. They often occur while people are on holidays, surfing somewhere they're not used to, but they can occur at any time. They might have had a heart attack anyway, but because it happens in a surf zone where you're a little bit further away from help than you might normally be, and you're in the water, and so the possibility of breathing water is much greater, the chances of drowning are greater, that's what just makes it a little bit more dangerous. The category number 2, second most at-risk surfer in the water, is a skilled surfer who's surfing some seriously heavy waves and believes he or she is in his or her comfort zone. These people are massively overrepresented in the stats, especially when it comes to serious injury, but also when it comes to drowning. They're not always people charging extra mega level surf. Occasionally they're people at places like Pipeline, very famous surf spots, where even though there's another 100 people in the water, it still doesn't protect them from the consequences of their actions. They may well indeed be in their comfort zone, but when something goes wrong in that comfort zone, it really goes wrong, it really goes pear-shaped. I kind of think there's a third category here, but it's one we don't usually address when we talk about safety. It's someone who is in the surf when something goes wrong, a surfer is sitting there, something goes wrong, and that person is unprepared to help. I'm not saying unwilling, okay, not that at all. They might want to help, they just don't know how. Now, if there's one common theme amongst survival stories from those 2 critically endangered species of surfers, it's that there was someone in the water ready to help when it really mattered. Aaron Gold at Cloudbreak a couple of years ago, surfing 20-foot Cloudbreak, literally drowned. He was saved because his fellow big wave riders have all gone through the full CPR rescue courses, and they've only done that in the last few years. They've really decided to pay attention to their safety and the safety of their friends. Aaron was saved by their actions. I can think of another surfer in the heart attack category, a guy called Kevin Lynch on the Gold Coast in early 2017. He had a heart attack out at Burleigh, and he was saved because there was a 13-year-old girl surfer in the water with him who also happened to be a surf club member and knew what to do and got him into the beach really fast. So it's critical for everyone concerned when things go wrong that there's someone in the water who knows what to do. And it doesn't have to be a heroic lifeguard person, it just has to be you or someone like you who knows what to do. Surfers do a lot of rescues already, but the more of us who know what to do, the bigger that safety net is. So the big points here, we think novices are the danger. Novices are not the danger. The people in danger are middle-aged men at risk of heart attack in the surf and extremely skilled surfers whose comfort zones are a little bit heavy for comfort. And you don't need to be a hero to pull off a great rescue.